just a minute. On today's show, the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution is the period when the Western world changed over from an agriculture-based society to an industrialized one, meaning machines replaced people's work. A machine can do the work of 100 people. It gathers, cuts, dyes, moves things,
so that you can make more in less time. Ow.
See, up until about 300 years ago, the world was based on home economics. That is, people made their own food and clothes.
Right, what you made was what you ate.
That's right. Then along came Mr. Watt, who perfected the steam engine, which provided power for the coal, steel, textile, and transportation industries, as well as machines which were installed in giant factories.
Sounds good.
The cities that sprang up around the factories were overcrowded and incredibly poor. Workers became small cogs in the large system, and people were only responsible for a tiny fraction of production, which caused exploitation of workers, mainly women and children, who worked long hours in terrible conditions. Even so, this was a revolution that changed the face of society, and mass production was on its way. And now for Bet You Didn't Know This! The steam engine was actually invented by the Greeks about 2,000 years ago, but it lay forgotten until Mr. Watt came along and revived it.
They don't harvest sour cherries like they used to. While many people still picture workers climbing trees with ladders and baskets, owner of Delhaven Orchards, Hector DeLonge, says it hasn't been that way for decades, and there's good reasons why.
No, it isn't. We couldn't afford to do it that way. The people couldn't afford to buy the cherries if we had to harvest it by hand labor. So this is where a lot of the industry's going. We've got to find ways to do things using less labor. And the thing is, the beauty of it is, that machine will do the work of 150 workers. To buy 150 ladders at $200 a piece, we think the machine's expensive. The ladders would be expensive too. It's just the way the industry's going, and it's gone. And we're going to see some more innovations, don't get me wrong, but for us, this is a big step in the right direction.
Is it hard on the trees?
I think it is. Anything that shakes a tree, I think it takes 10 years off the life of a tree. And we're starting to prove that now. And but the trees are easy to plant. There's only 108 trees to the acre. It's not like apples we're planting now, 1,000 trees to the acre. So relatively, it's not an expensive crop to plant.
Okay, so why don't we do this with regular cherries or apples or peaches?
We've tried it with sweet cherries. And the secret of that right there, Trevor, is the fact that those cherries are going immediately into cold water as soon as they're harvested. You notice they were going into the tank. By doing this, we're keeping the air away from them, and any bruises are on the cherry, because what happens, one cherry knocks off another cherry. We shake the tree, but the thing that's easiest is if there's two fruit hanging together, one fruit will knock off the other fruit, but there's a bruise there. Of course, when it goes in the ice cold water, it won't oxidize. It'll stay in that water for 24 to 36 hours, goes to the plant, gets pitted, comes out of the water, goes in through the pitters, goes right back into a pail. It's sealed, and the quality is excellent. With sweet cherries, we've had problems.
DeLonge says he has two machines. Each of them can harvest about 100 trees an hour. The machines aren't 100% efficient, though, with about 5% being left behind for the birds. Trevor Thompson, BlackburnNews.com.